This right here is called a reed valve. Now which way it works, I'm not sure. I believe the way it works is that this is the inside of the top of your cylinder head, or this here. And if we turn this over, I could show it to you. Okay, this is your top part right here. And our little headpiece goes on like this. Right here. Now, whatever carbon or exhaust gases which were in here were vented out of a one-way valve through this hole, through this one-way valve, and back out through here to the air cleaner. But if this gets clogged, then you got a problem in the long term. Since the Generation 2 motors, the RUCKUS engines, they have, I believe they have 2 of these. I'm not quite sure. I'm not an expert on these motors, but they have 2 vent tubes instead of 1, which gives more volume for clearing, which is a lot better, I guess. So there is no catastrophic failure. We do have these bearings are shot, tits up. Good night, Irene. They're done. They're toast. The fat lady is sung on these. Our bearing races, where are the bearings? These are your bearings, and these are where they race. Now, I want to say something about the bearings, okay? When these bearings are put in the races, or put in right here, or here, and these are the 2 other races on the other side. When they are locked in here, they don't move. The outer race doesn't move. This is the outer race right here. This outer ring, okay? That does not move in the crankshaft, in the when the motor is running. They're locked in. What moves is the inner part right here. This inner brown part, that is what moves. And you can see it move around. But the outer part does not move. If the outer part does move, and you'll see a lot of damage to your races right here. They're just called races because they hold the bearings. But if you see any damage in here, or in here where they've turned blue or they're scratching, there may be, it does look like a little bit right here. That's called a spun bearing. It means that the bearing that's supposed to be stuck in there tight as hell has spun. And when it spins like that, it means the inner race, which is supposed to spin, is been damaged, and that's why it's locking up, and the crankshaft has to turn this whole bearing, which it's not supposed to do, and your engine will heat up very quickly and let you know you got a serious problem. And now we'll talk about how far I'm going to take this engine in this video series.